All right, what up, what up, what up? Can y'all hear me all right? I think I'm on unmute. See a couple people in here. Appreciate y'all for joining. Welcome, welcome. Today we're gonna talk about how you can make 10 grand a month guaranteed with a business. And I'm gonna guarantee that you get there, but in a second I'm getting set up. Share the live so we can get a little bit of participation. Appreciate y'all joining. Shout out to Giorgio. Shout out to Hermes. I think that's how you say it. Um, I missed yesterday. I wasn't feeling that good, but nobody called me out. One person did. Shout out to who was that? Let's see. To Chocolate Goddess. Shout out to you for motivating me going hop on today. I really was about to skip today too, if I'm honest with y'all. And hopefully this don't sound too bad. I'm on my home laptop and it's horrible compared to my office computer. So hopefully y'all can hear me well enough. May N says I can hear you. Perfect, perfect. Shout out to 7 grams. Appreciate you checking in. Peace, God. All right, so I won't waste y'all time. Oh, I gotta share this one more place. But yeah, appreciate y'all checking in, man. That's like I said, I'm gonna try to go live every day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. time. Yesterday I wasn't feeling it, so I just said I'm gonna sit it on out. And but I appreciate y'all showing up today. And as y'all know, I told y'all one of the last lives that trying to type this thing. That I usually don't work on Mondays and Fridays. So I already knew Monday was gonna be a struggle for me anyway, on top of me not feeling good. And then Fridays a little easier because it's just like it's for fun at that point. And I really kind of have fun with y'all on live anyway. So all right, here we go, y'all. So I'm gonna share my screen in a second. And feel free to start asking your questions. Y'all know I'm here to always answer your questions. I want to make sure you get more value instead of just me talking. And I'm not answering the questions you didn't want the answer to. So let me go. I'm playing out these. What's up, John Corniche? Long time subscriber checking in. Appreciate you, bro. All right, let's go ahead and share this screen. Answer right. Sorry to the people who watching this back that ain't catching me live. Y'all like, damn, I wish you get to the point already. Right. Give me a second. I'm finna the screen. All right. To get straight to it, y'all know I don't like to play with it. I don't do a whole lot of clickbait. So to get straight to it, I'm trying. This is how you do it. You go to cleanthebizzstarterkit.com/1010, and that's how you do it. So I partnered with a couple of my guys from Clean Business Network, CBN Veterans. Shout out to Tony Williams. Shout out to Brandon Orr. All right. They partnered with me in this program. And I got a couple other partners on this program as well that I'm working into the fold slowly, but those are my first 2 starting partners. But I got Martell in the cut waiting with that, wait for me to say go. And I got 2 people that I ain't even talked to about it yet, but they don't know when it's time. Shout out to Bobito over there and Marcus Crockett over there. Y'all don't know, but y'all getting recruited for this. All right, but anyway, so here's what's gonna happen, y'all. I'm guaranteed it was a while. I said that what was you invest in a business that guarantees you that you will make I think I said like 500 a month. How much would you pay for it? And people were just throwing out random numbers. Some people said 50K, some people said 100K. People just saying all types 75,000, right? And I said, but let me put together a program that can do that and more. So you know me, I'm gonna go over deliver. So that's exactly what I put together. I put together a program that'll guarantee you $10,000 within 10 months. So we call it the 10-10 program because it guarantees you $10,000 a month within 10 months or less. Okay, so that means if you buy this particular start, it's basically a version of a starter kit with guaranteed contracts. But if you buy this program right here, within 10 months of the day you buying it or less, we guarantee you that you be at $10,000 a month. And honestly, the way that we got it set up, not only are you gonna make 10 grand, you probably gonna be finished the year in like at least 20, at least. And that's minimum just because of the way we're gonna set you up. So if you come here, cleanthebizzstarterkit.com/1010. Let me paste this link for y'all. For anybody that's interested. And so you ain't gotta get it. First thing you're gonna do when you come here is we're gonna schedule a discovery call with you to make sure that you're the right fit, right? But I'm gonna go over that first. Hold up. First, I'm gonna go over that in a second, but first this link. All right. There we go. And if I should have opened up the YouTube video of this so I can paste it to the top, but y'all see it. All right, go to cleaningbizstarterkit.com/1010. The way you got it, you're gonna own all your contract. This ain't no subcontract. You're not gonna subcontract for us. We're gonna actually we'll fly out to you, drive out to you, depending on where you're located at, and we're gonna get you set up. So if you here in Duval, then good, because you'll work real close with me because I live here, right? But if you in another situation, then we're gonna have to fly out to you and work with you, either me, but mainly my reps will be working with you, and then and we're gonna make sure that we train you on how to do these walkthroughs. We're gonna do the walkthroughs for you in the beginning. Then we're gonna show you how to do it. We're gonna get you these contracts, and then it's gonna be up from there. It's guaranteed $10,000 a month at a minimum, and at a minimum 10 months or less. So frequently asked questions. Let's just go over that real quick. What is it? It's basically, what is the 1010 program? We guarantee $10,000 a month in commercial cleaning contracts. So it ain't gonna be no like if you get like a one-time strip and wax job or a one-time deep clean, that's just extra money for you. We're not gonna count that towards your 10,000. There's got to be 10,000 a month in commercial guaranteed, commercial recurring contracts. All right. How long would it take? 10 months or less. All right. Do you provide this in my area? Yes, we do. Because I get that question so much, even in my lead generation service. People be like, do you provide leads in wherever I live? And it's like, yes, for the millionth time, anywhere in the country, we provide leads. And actually, for the leads, we provide it any way you speak English, basically. It ain't even got to be in the United States. But for this program, we definitely keep it in the States for now. Eventually, we'll expand. The goal is to get all the way over there to Africa and even in the Philippines. But for now, it's just the United States for the 1010 program. Do you provide this in my area? I just went over that. How much does it cost? So the cost is 50 grand. I'm gonna tell you that up front. Now, do we have a payment plan? That you click this red button and you can apply for funding. Okay, because we need the 50 up front so that way we can fund having our reps fly out there, training you on everything and all of that. But you can make payments if you apply for funding right here. So if you click this button, we have cleanbiznetwork.com/funding. So you can apply for funding through us. We partner with FundWise as a funding company that gives you startup capital to start a business, or they'll provide you capital if you're already in business and you're making at least $10,000 a month. So the way to get that funding, by the way, just in case you're wondering what the qualifications are, you either got to have 650 credit score or make at least $10,000 a month in business already. So if you're brand new, you just need startup capital. As long as you got a 650 credit score, you can click this button and then we can get you straight. But if you don't have a 650 credit score, but you are already in business, at least be doing 10 grand a month and we can probably get you straight as well. All right. Will I be a subcontractor or will I own the contracts? As I said earlier, these will be your contracts. We're going to set you up 1,000% to basically not fail. You know what I mean? So like you already know the Cleaning Biz Starter Kit was a business in a box. This is like a business in a cube. I don't know, like what's better than a box. You know what I mean? Business. But it's guaranteed, handed to you. Everything is handed to you on the platter. So if you want to move forward, first thing you're going to want to do is click that button and say you want to get started and schedule a discovery call with me. All right. We're going to sit there and we're going to go over if you qualify or not, because this ain't for everybody. All right. And so let's just say you want to schedule a call for tomorrow, 10 o'clock. All right. I'm trying to go through it so you can see what the screening process is. And we're going to have a series for y'all. All right. So if you answer these questions, depending on how you answer these questions, it's going to already pre-qualify you. You may or may not even qualify for the program, but if you're interested in it, still try and see. And we'll see if we're a good fit for each other. Because if you ain't a good fit for us, because we only want to work with a certain type of individual as well, honestly. This ain't for everybody. So if you don't fit for us, we ain't going to sit here and try to sell you on it just to get your money if you don't qualify for it. All right. And also, you ain't got to go through our funding either. You can get your own funding. You go through the bank yourself, go through Navy Federal or somewhere else and see if you can get funding there. And I don't know why that's showing that. What's up, y'all? I'm AJ. That's the actual video. Okay. But anyway. All right. But that's what I got for y'all. So if you want to know how to make 10 grand guaranteed in business with a brand new business, it don't matter. And see, a lot of people think that, well, I don't know what type of business I want to start, but I know I want to be an owner. Or, hey, this is for you. You know what I mean? I didn't know what type of business I wanted to start when I first started at 19 years old. I just knew I wanted to be my own boss and I wanted to make some money, and that was it. And so I started a cleaning company. And so this right here is for you too as well. All right, and the same thing goes for you. All right, so let me stop sharing and let's see what we got here over here in these comments. I see a question here. Purple Rain, what's up? What's up? I see you checking in. All right, what is this? Nay says she had a mean headache last 2 days and still. It's crazy. We must be going through the same thing. He said not as bad today, right? So just still a little tired and the head a little bit hurting. I don't know what it was. Me and my wife had it together. It was crazy. And now if I live down off, last for about maybe 2 or 3 days. Like I ain't 1,000, I ain't at 100%, but shit, I'm about 90. You know what I mean? But I don't know what it was. Rook Miller says, so when you leave cleaning tools at an establishment, do you charge them for the vacuum, the mops, the buckets, etc.? Absolutely not. We grateful that they got somewhere for us to store it on the on the in the building. You know what I mean? So whenever they got a janitor's closet, by the way, I'm gonna answer this together because sometimes people ask, do they have to transport all of their cleaning supplies from location to location? Definitely not, especially not in commercial cleaning. In commercial cleaning, typically they'll have a janitor's closet or somewhere within the building where you can leave your stuff and store it there. So what I always like to do is basically buy a mini starter kit, because I won't be a full starter kit, because every building didn't need the big rolling trash can, right? For the smaller buildings. And then every building didn't need basically that. And so what I would do, and that, right, all of them didn't need a mop and a bucket. Some of them was they were mostly carpet, and only like the kitchenette had hard floor. So we only use a flat mop on the building like that. So they didn't need a mop and bucket, right? Or every building didn't need a backpack vacuum. Some buildings was cool with a little push vacuum, depending on how big it was, right? Or how much traffic they had. But anyway, I would buy like a little mini starter kit to put in each building. And that was the best setup. Every now and then we had these buildings where they didn't have nowhere for us to store it on site, and so we did have to drive that around. But we always kept backup inside our trunk of our car or our SUV or truck. But we're definitely not charging the customer to leave stuff there. Now we do tell them they're not allowed to use our stuff. They got to use their own stuff. So they separate our stuff from their stuff, and because they don't want to damage our equipment and supplies and then have to replace it themselves. So most of them understand it and don't want to use our stuff. I think the only thing back in the day, every now and then we might let a customer use, was our big rolling trash can, but we just made sure that before we left, we would put a big 60-gallon trash bag inside the can, and it's just up to them to dump it if they decide to use it. But yeah, we don't really like the customers to use our stuff, and we don't. Now residential, that's a good strategy if you use the customer supplies and stuff. Is their preference, then that's Donnie Bro says, Peter One, are there any groups to join? I think obviously Facebook Clean Biz Network has its own Facebook group, but we're a paid group. As far as free ones, I think the very best one that I've seen out there is the Janitorial Mastermind group. That's a real good one. I even go in there and ask questions sometimes. What's up, Rosanna Lewis? Appreciate you checking in. What's up, Xavier? My guy, longtime CBN member, checking in. Xavier Roman. How can I get in contact with you? I can't lie. I'm kind of tough to get hold. I'm not gonna lie. AJ at cleanbiznetwork.com is my email address. Keep it brief. That'll definitely increase the chance of me opening the email. Also, at AJ Simmons Online on Instagram. Whenever I get bored, sometimes I'll check my message requests up there. What else? Now, if you're in Clean Biz Network, it's a lot easier to get me. You just tag me in the group and that'll get my attention. Jern Wizard says, what's up, AJ? Been following you for a long time, and I started my cleaning business 2 years in the business now. Congrats to Jern Wizards. Appreciate that for checking in. Put this phone on silent. All right. Paper Heart says, I met a lady at Walmart yesterday who would be my first client. That is older and looking for someone to only do her since she's old. How much should I charge her? It depends, man. That's excuse me. I got it anyway. But that's a tough one only because you probably can't do this one by the hour, right? Basically, the way you charge is you figure how long it's gonna take you to clean, you estimate, then you do that as time estimate, multiply that by how much you charge per hour. That's what the price is each time you go. But the problem for this is since it's only floors, is probably not going to take you too long. And so let's just say you charge them 50 an hour to do the houses. That floor might only take you 1 hour. And then it's like, well, do you really want to get out, like leave your house for $50? Maybe you do. I don't know. Like if she real close to you, maybe you do. If it's a real easy job, maybe you do, but maybe you don't. So you just at this point, that's when we say charge your minimum. Every company should have it. Cleaning company should have a minimum price of, all right, we can't perform work for anything less than this number. So you just got to kind of figure out what's worth your time on that. No problem at all, Ms. Ruth. All right, what else we got? Beatrice says, by the way, actually, I'll ask this after I check this question. Hi, AJ. Any chance you can close the door behind you to block the sun? Oh, my bad. I will do that actually. You know what I should do? I should move to the other side of the table. Maybe the light will help me. Let's see if I turn this one on. Let's say, yeah, I'm gonna try to turn more lights on in the house. All right, and then what was the rest of that comment? As Beatrice says, also the 1010, it says 10,000 guaranteed in 10 months. So it's 1,000 a month, or do you mean 10? No, 10,000 per month. Is what we're saying is you got to give us at least 10 months to get you to the 10,000 though. Now, we're very confident that it ain't gonna take you no 10 months to get to the 10,000. But worst case scenario, 10 months. But no, we're definitely saying $10,000 per month in revenue. All right. And then so somebody might ask, let's go and get this out of the way too. Somebody might ask, okay, well, that's gross, how much net? Well, it's gonna depend. So when we do the consultation with you and we coaching you through this process, it's gonna be up to you to slice and dice that money however you want to do as your company. So that's why I can't say what your net gonna be. It's up to you to say what your net gonna be versus like how much you're gonna pay your employees, what type of chemicals you're gonna use. There's a lot of variations. That's why I like too when I do the interviews, we don't really know what everybody netting because everybody run your company different. But you're definitely gonna make the 10 grand. 10 grand gonna pass through your account every month. That's a fact. All right. That was a great question. Shout out to TJ checking in. Shout out to Bob checking in. And look, so we out of questions, so y'all keep them going. If not, I'm gonna end it. But what I was gonna say. Shout out. I did say this already, but shout out to the person who just hit me up on IG and told me that she was checking to see if I was gonna go live every day at 12. Because I'm gonna tell y'all now, I won't gonna do it today either. I ain't all the way back, but I'm good enough. And but I won't gonna do it just because I felt like I ain't think nobody was paying attention or would know anyway, or I ain't think y'all were checking for me. So make sure y'all leave the comments down there. Let me know that y'all looking forward to the lives every day at 12, and I'll make sure that I stick to my commitment of going live Monday through Friday at 12. Also, and I'll make sure I actually pick a topic. You know what I mean? Versus just getting up here waiting for y'all questions. Because I mean, I know y'all love that I answer the questions, but at the same time, for those who don't have any questions, y'all just want to come get some knowledge, I'm here for that too. So, but if y'all keep me going though, if y'all don't push me, I ain't gonna do it because I really don't. I mean, it's like it will break me if I do the live. You know what I mean? This really is for y'all. So it's like, but y'all got to make me feel like y'all actually getting them out of and y'all want me here. All right. Where we at? Shout out Son of Blade checking in. Appreciate you. So I'm just now getting on. AJ, can you touch on the 1010 program briefly again? I sure will, since we got a little time to spare. We need the lives every day. Appreciate that, Fred Production. Appreciate that. Ruth says she planned on being here as well. All right, bet. I'll try to stick with it then. I'm gonna do it one more time. So if you go to, I'm gonna paste the link here too, so you can look at it yourself. Yeah, what the 1010 program is basically, I partner with a couple of guys from Clean Biz Network, and I'm just trying to share my screen. And what we want to do is we basically want to put you in the cleaning industry, right? And you want to start your cleaning business, commercial cleaning, and we're going to guarantee you that you make at least 10,000 a month within a 10-month span. What I mean is, I am explaining that kind of wrong. I see why you asked that question. We're going to guarantee that you get to $10,000 a month in revenue, and we're going to guarantee that you get there within at least 10 months from when you sign up for the program. So how can I say it to make sure that it makes 100,000% sense? So if you buy in today, and let's just say I can't. I think I said it good enough for y'all to get it right. But anyway, you're gonna make $10,000 a month, all right? And then you might say when? Well, between now and 10 months from now, but you're guaranteed to make it within 10 months from now. Okay, that makes sense. But all you gotta do is go to cleaningbusinessstarterkit.com/1010. All right. Cleaningbusinessstarterkit.com/1010. I put the link in the comments. You can watch this video just for a quick overview of what it is. Matter of fact, let's play it. Let's see if it actually, y'all should be able to hear it. I'm the founder of the Clean Biz Network. And the reason why I made the 10 program is because I can want to invest into this business, but you're just scared that you're going to lose it all, right? So that's why I created this program, because I want to guarantee you your success. I can guarantee you $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue from commercial cleaning contracts. All right. So that's why I made this program. I want to guarantee you so you have nothing to worry about. When I first started my cleaning company, I bought in with the cleaning franchise, and I actually did it on 3 different occasions because I was that afraid to lose my investment. Because with a cleaning franchise, they at least guaranteed that I would make a certain amount of money, right? But the problem with the franchises was I never actually owned those contracts, amongst many of the other problems that they had, right? So I created a program so that you can actually own your contracts and get a guaranteed return on your investment. So if you think this sounds interested in, then schedule a discovery call with us down below. Let's see if we're a good fit for each other. All right, very simple. Y'all get to the point. And you can see, so it's going to come with a starter kit. All right, so the same regular stuff usually sell. All of those same supplies and equipment is coming with that, but you can click this to see the detail view. It's going to have full cleaning business training, fly out to you. We're going to do hands-on cleaning. We're going to do hands-on. You do the walkthroughs with us, right? So you can know how to do everything. Sit there and show you how to do the invoicing. I mean, you name it, hands-on. All right. Membership to the Clean Biz Network, of course. 10,000 in guaranteed contracts, like we said. Designated one-on-one mentor. So when you get into it, first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to fly out to meet you, and whoever the rep is that's going to be working directly with you, who will be your mentor, going to fly out to meet you. We're going to both come out there, meet you, make sure everything under control, and then that one-on-one mentor is going to be like your accountability partner. Then y'all know in Clean Biz Network, we do weekly group coaching calls anyway via Zoom. So you'll also be in a part of that. So I'm still going to be with you. I won't be there in person with you the whole time like the one-on-one mentor will, but I'll still be like, I'm not going to leave you hanging. You're going to be able to talk to me directly. You know what I mean? Group coaching from Clean Biz Network is exactly what I was just talking about. Not the flow that will guarantee results. And that is what the accountability partner, that one-on-one mentor, is going to make sure that you execute on. All right. So if you're interested, and there's some frequently asked questions down here I went over earlier, so I won't repeat myself. But then I will cover that. So if you're interested, click there for the funding. And if you hit this button right here, and then it'll just have a quick questionnaire for you to see if you're the right fit for us, and if we're the right fit for you. You answer these questions, schedule a one-on-one call with me so I can vet you out and see if you're ready to move forward. All right, what else we got? If 50,000, where are we at? Definitely. I'm telling you, Mr. Cole. Shout out to Miss Cole checking in. Beatrice Gonzalez says, what supplies do you recommend I have in my possession prior to applying for the 1010? I just got my LLC and haven't purchased anything yet, and I would like to. I don't recommend that you buy anything, because the 1010 is going to come with all the supplies that you need. We're going to ship it right to you, and then we'll do an inventory to make sure that you received everything you're supposed to get. TJ says, AJ, $50,000 buy-in. Where yet? I have to get my ducks on the side. Now, listen, you don't have to get that program, okay? You don't have to get that program. That's for the ones that just really want us to get the contracts for them. You just refuse to get the regular start. You can always get the regular starter kit. All right. That one is $2,000. And we still ship the equipment to you and everything. You still getting this work. Cleaning business. Actually, let me paste it here. Get the regular one. Just go to cleaningbusinessstarterkit.com and don't put /1010. The only thing is with starter kit, I don't guarantee you to get 10,000, 30,000, however many thousand a month, 50,000 a month, right? We got plenty of those off the regular starter kit. But at certain people, they just need that more extra hands-on approach. So this is who the 1010 program is for. All right. And it's just also my way of making sure that you understand that you really do not need no cleaning franchise, because people still be determined they're going to do that because the franchise will guarantee them accounts. So it's like, all right, well, I guarantee you accounts too. Here we go. You know what I mean? And that's charge a premium price just like they charge a premium price. All right. But the difference is you actually own your contracts with me, the franchise you want. Where we at? Could you close the blind? Dang, it's still like that. My bad. Dang. How can someone get a small business loan with no credit or a job? Go to CleanBit. So if you ain't got no credit, do you at least have a score? I don't know. I had to think on that. I don't know though. I didn't start. Actually, yes, I did. I was about to say start my business with a loan, but I did. I started with personal loans. I went through what is called Springleaf Financial, and I went through a One Main Financial. But anyway, but yeah, I don't know if I know the answer to that. Without a job or no credit, I think you got to get something. Like, you got to get something, put some type of work in. All right, my credit is 714. Do you only go by credit or DTIs? Well, from what I understand, and again, I'm a partner, so my partners will be able to help you better. If you go to cleanbusiness.com/funding, once you get on the phone with them, they'll be able to help you better see what, because it was just a brokerage, right? So we'll match you up with different lenders to see what's the best fit for you. But from my understanding, it's just about the credit score, because they know for a fact that you're going to use it for anyway. So it's more so about, okay, do you got a good credit score, 650? Okay, good. And then they're just going to see how much they can get you. The business you're trying to start. Just give it a try. The worst thing you can do is say no, right? Or the worst thing that can happen is you decide to say no because you didn't like whatever the terms was. I'm just signing on. Will this always keep them up? Man, that just reminded me. I'm tripping. Definitely supposed to hit the monetization button on it before I went live. So hop on and we got to get the coins, right? Speaking of the coins and all of that, monetizing the video, shout out to the people who did become a channel member and support me, even though like maybe you decided that you don't need any of my other products or anything from Clean Business Network, but you wanted to pay it forward and just be a channel member. So shout out to y'all who did that. And I want to say your name, but my computer taking forever to load. Maybe I can do it from my phone. 1 second. All right. Okay, what else we got? Shout out William Wade checking in. Is that a goat? I can't see it on this computer. It looks like it might be a goat. I'll take that. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Beatrice says, thank you. I'm nervous, but I'm going to apply. Go for it. Checking in from VA. Shout out to VA. Portsmouth Special. especially. Man, I'm gonna tell you this too, because you said I'm nervous, but I'm going to apply, and that's what I love to hear. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I won't air no names out, but I will let's just say they want to do their first part. They be scared, and I'm scared for like you. All they can do is say no, like that. They ain't gonna kill you. It ain't gonna. You know what I mean? Like nothing. Just say no, and guess what else? You can go somewhere else and buy it, right? Or just like trying to get a house, and people will be asking, just like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna get approved, or I don't know if this, I don't know if that. Just do it. Just try. Do it. Like that's the difference between the people getting the people that don't believe. The people who get it done ain't scared to hear no. Or they ain't scared to, make a mistake. Just try it. And then I know when it comes to credit, people be scared of inquiries. Stuff on their report, but inquiries ain't even the biggest deciding factor on your credit report. Don't be scared of inquiries. And these days, most creditors they do soft pull first anyway to see if you qualify, and then if they see that you might be qualified, then they'll go ahead and do the hard pull to actually get you, processed through the whole thing and approval and stuff. But definitely don't ever be scared. Just try everything. I ain't gonna lie, there's the reason why I was able to figure out so much so fast, is because I just ain't never gave a fuck. Honestly, I'm trying to find better words, but I ain't scared. Like when I ain't got what am I going to lose? You know what I mean? I came for nothing anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, I'm just gonna keep trying stuff, and I'm gonna do it like I shot Morrison. I'm gonna go in and learn this from him. Way back when he was the guy, right? But he was saying like we from the streets and we be scared. Like we ain't scared to sell no dope. We ain't scared to pull out a gun on somebody or something like that. But then we turn around and we scared to do paperwork. You know what I mean? We scared to apply for something, or scared to get an LLC, or just paperwork. You know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all. All right. If I sign up for the automation program but only make payments right now, can that be in lieu of signing up for the $99? Absolutely. So when you get the automation program, you get lifetime access to the CBN membership. Now, since you're on payment plan and that one is in-house payments, what I'll do is, if you don't finish making the payments, then what we'll do is we'll go in and see. We'll do, okay, $99 a month. Actually, whatever you paid divided by 99 a month, and that's how many months you're gonna get free. And then it's gonna stop after that. But if you pay the whole thing off, then you'll never have to pay again for the membership. Beatrice says, I'm not nervous about being told no. I'm nervous about running full blown with the business, but I have faith in you and your stuff. Okay. Do you want a sermon on that, or should I let you go? You got it. But good to know that you ain't worried about the being told no. But come on, like, don't be scared. Definitely don't. I can't say you not to. We all going to be, right? But yeah, have faith in us, but more importantly, have faith in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, because you're the one that's gonna make this jump. You're the one that's gonna have to deal with the experience of people being negative towards you around you, and they ain't gonna be doing it on purpose. You know what I mean? But they're gonna be criticizing, or it might sometimes be in your head. You think they're thinking something about you, and it might not even be happening. Most of the time, it is. Oh, she dumb. She quit her job. Or he's stupid. He really invested into that business. Or he crazy. You know what I mean? People always gonna say stuff, but you just gotta understand that you can't let the opinion of other people stop you from living the life that you should be living. You know what I mean? If I ain't never jump out there and make some of the crazy, quote crazy, right? What people thought was crazy decisions, to go out there and like, I quit a good government job as a machinist to go be, this is how people looked at it, to go be a janitor. You know what I mean? And word got around to me about certain family members talking about me. I mean, yeah, I bet you AJ, you regretting quitting that job now. You know what I mean? Or the people telling me I'm stupid. And then it's like, since it was a government mission, I had a whole 365 days that I could go back. Everybody telling me go back. And I already knew I'm not ever going back, because as they teach in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, you got to burn the ships, right? Burning ships. So that, and all right, so I'll give you an analogy. So what happened was he said that they were going to war. Um, and the general, this one army of the general, he took his troops to war to another country. Once they got there, the ship that they got there on, he told the soldiers to burn the ship. They burnt them. Then they was like, what the hell? So then he told them, well, now that we burnt the ships, there's only one way for us to get back, is if we conquer them and take their ships. So that's how you got to carry it with this business. Like, you got to really jump out there and understand that there's no way possible that you're going to retreat, that you're going to fail. You have to win, and then you just got to believe in yourself and go get it. Where we at? No problem, Adrian. What else we got? Oh yeah, SBA, maybe. We were talking to Fred about getting funding without any credit or without a job. And then here's the thing too: if you don't have no credit, then why don't you just get some? Go open up a credit card with a company that's going to easily approve you, like Credit One or Capital One or First Premier Bank. Start with those, and then if you need a loan, go through somebody like Navy Federal, who's good with giving you car loan, auto loans, right? Somebody that's you know what I mean, that's good about lending to newer people with no credit. I applied when I first got my first auto loan. It was through Navy Federal. I applied. I want to say I applied. I'm trying not to exaggerate. I want to say it was at least 10 times before they finally approved me because I ain't had no credit. And I kept applying, and I would call the little 800 number every day. Your application was denied. Your application, and I kept applying. I forgot who I listened to one time. And they was like, if you just keep applying when you ain't got no credit, eventually they'll approve you, and you don't even get the reason why you were getting denied or why you were getting approved, but it just happens. And I know it happened to me. I applied like a bunch of times, and then they finally approved me. And I had to keep changing the amount too. When I first asked, I think I asked for 20 grand, and then I just kept lowering the about improvement. Not even enough to get me a decent job. Me that black video. But where we at? All right, student review TV says, hey AJ, post instruction clean wants me to have automobile and umbrella insurance. It's only a one-time claim, might not be worth it. Any suggestions? My suggestion is you have to figure out first, get a quote and see how much it's going to cost you to get all of that, and compare that with the job and see if it's worth getting. Also, because that was my answer. A lot of times in my situation, when I ran into that situation where they wanted me to have all of this and that, I just didn't do the job because I didn't feel like it was worth all the hassle. But just do the math though. See if the job will pay you enough to make it worth it. Number one. Number two, if you can make enough money on the job to get most instructions from this one, then it'll be worth it that way too, because now you're gonna have more coming in that'll justify the cost of you maintaining that extra insurance coverage. Terrell Chandler, government contractor for cleaning, on the course for that. That's my answer. But government contract for cleaning, go to SAM.gov, go to your state website. I know each state website is different, and then go to your city website and look for, that's the word I was looking for the other day. I could not think of. It's called procurement. So government procurement. And look for that word on your city, state, and government websites, and you'll be able to find it. But I never got into government contracting because I was too lazy to do the paperwork. I did like bid. I'm signed up for them. I have bid on them before, didn't win any. Or I like them. I went to one of the what do they call it? The pre-bid meetings where you go there and you can actually view the site. But I ain't never had one though. I got 2 videos on my YouTube channel. So if you type AJ Simmons government contracts, there's 2 really good ones up there. There's one. I wish I could find it for you, but my computer too slow. But anyway, yeah, look at my channel for something. I got 2 videos where I'm interviewing people who know more than I do. Those videos should help you. Facts, Georgia. He said he had people tell him he too old because he 50, no such thing. And there's the thing too, like we don't know how much longer we're gonna live. Even if you're 50, shit, you might live until you're 100. That's so. I mean, you only half. You at half of your life, so it's best you go ahead and get it together now. Otherwise, you're gonna be struggling for another 50 years. You know what I mean? Go and get it together now. Uh, there you go. You say, okay, babe. So, oh, here you go. That was me from me. Appreciate you for giving me that boost for hopping on there this morning. It's literally, or this afternoon rather. You literally gave me the push. So appreciate that. All right. And rewind it too, because I dropped a few gems. All right. Shout out to Patrick Lindley checking in. All right. He says, AJ, your videos helped me start my own cleaning business 1 year ago. We start our first Airbnb contract this weekend. My family clean from south of England, UK. There you go. Shout out to the UK and my guy Patrick over there, man. Congrats on that 1 year. Appreciate it. You know, the UK, I always shout out the UK, Canada, and then multiple different countries in Africa. Y'all always showing love from outside the country. So I appreciate that. And I'm glad to know that my advice can even help over there as well. Dante says, how do Airbnb cleaning leads? I heard turnover B&B is good. Also, what would I do? Me personally, I probably would go on these Facebook groups. They got Airbnb owner Facebook groups, and I would just probably hop on these people DMs. If they allow you to solicit on there, because certain groups got rules where you can't solicit and provide, what do you call it? Promote your services, then don't. But if they allow it, then go for it. But I would join Facebook as well, even LinkedIn. I look on LinkedIn, find Airbnb cleaning groups. Excuse me, not cleaning groups, but Airbnb host groups, and join those, and then hop in these people inboxes. Post your before and after pictures as well, and let them know. And for before and after videos, video work better than pictures these days. But post those, and then just put in the description that you offer being Airbnb cleaning. AJ, have you heard from Ebony K. Williams? If so, what's your thoughts? Ebony K. Williams, I never heard of her. What is she? Well, I don't know. Now you got me interested. Should I look her up? Right. This question is the Tintin app. Have you already started your business? Define already started. I got my LLC, but haven't gotten a client yet. Go ahead and put no. Go ahead and put no, because you ain't really got nothing coming in yet. So go ahead and put no. Terrell Chandler, thank you. I did purchase the cleaning kit beginning of last year, and also got my first contract this year for a housing agency in my city, bringing 3,500. Congrats, Terrell. That's huge right there. You get last year, and that's the thing. I was about to say something, but anyway, I'm gonna let it go. But anyway, congrats to you, bro. Let me know whenever if you want to come on and do an interview and share your story at the one day. Let's do it. All right, y'all. I think we ran out of questions, y'all. I told y'all keep it going, and I ain't gonna keep it going. So thank you for all the help with the videos. Appreciate that. All right, I did pretty good. We got 45 minutes. I ain't think I was gonna make it 15 today, if I'm honest with y'all. So tomorrow, I might come with a topic. I'm gonna try to come with a topic. Let me see. I got 5 main topics. I'm gonna go over them with y'all and see which one y'all want to talk about first. We can talk about getting customers. We can talk about, we did 10-10 today. We can do I did automation last week. Freestyle. Yeah, freestyle for Friday. So maybe we'll do getting customers tomorrow. Maybe. How effective is your lead generation service now versus before? I've ordered quite a few in the past. It's way more effective. I don't know if you saw when I made an announcement. I did one on my YouTube community page as well as in the Facebook Clean Business Network Facebook group. And I don't know if I put it anywhere else, and that shows you how much I need to do better with my marketing. But anyway, and promote. But we have improved a ton. The main improvement is, number one, you can actually call and confirm your appointments instead of us. So back then we told you it was against our terms for you to call and confirm the appointment before you go. Reason for that was because we We call them initially to get the sales call. Then the confirmation caller will call back, and sometimes when they call, they couldn't catch us, so they had to call them again, maybe once or twice. And so it was like after calling that many times, if y'all called them again, I'm sure it would have pissed the people off and be like, just forget it. No, you can't come no more because I told your ass 2 times already, right? But I changed that now. So instead, what we do is then, so this is also one of the changes we made. So instead, what we do is you can confirm the call, right? So we have the initial salesperson to call and get the appointment. Then after that, we send it to our confirmer, but our confirmer doesn't do confirmation call anymore. Instead, they just listen to the recording and screen it out. They know what to look for better now. And if it don't sound official, they'll Google it as well. If the building don't seem like it's good enough, it ain't that type of stuff, they'll reject it before we even send it to you. If it passes that confirmer, then the confirmer will send it to you, and then you can call and confirm the appointment. And so that's one way that it got better, is you can call and confirm, but also it got better because the recording call that you're getting used to be the confirmation call. Now you're getting the initial sales call, so you can hear exactly what happened when they set this appointment. So we definitely got better. And also by doing it this way, we got a lot faster too, because that used to hold up the appointments a lot too, was the confirmation person trying to get back in touch with the person that the salesperson spoke to, and they keep getting thrown in a loop and they could never get them a lot of times. So we got a lot better. Definitely give us a try. And if it ain't what I said it was, then definitely hit me up and let me know. You get your money back, and I apologize and all of that. But I guarantee you'll get a better experience this time. How to get customers? We'll definitely talk about that. TJ says, do you have any suggestions on how I can pour into the business until I can take pay making $50,000? I seen the interview yesterday with starting with no money. Could you give some more ideas on that? Okay. Do you have any suggestions on how I can pour into the business until I can take up? I see what you're saying. So basically, how can you grow the business to the point where you can take a payment of $50,000 a year? I mean, the answer is in your question, really. It's like you grow it. All right, so here's what you do. If you know you want to make 50 grand a year, then you got to figure. I don't know if you're in business already, but whatever if you are in business right now, whatever your profit margins are, that alone is going to tell you how much you need to make gross in order to pay yourself 50,000. You know what I mean, as a salary, right? So that's the first thing. Then the second thing is, okay, well, how do we get to that gross number? Okay, well, first, if you're in business now, how are we finding customers right now? Is it sustainable? Like, is that something that we can do every time? Because let's just say right now, the only way you find the customers right now is word of mouth. That's not really sustainable. I mean, it's sustainable in a sense because, like, as long as you keep doing good, people can always keep talking about you, and you can employ strategies to encourage customers to tell other customers about you. But the problem is, like a button you can press. It's not like a lever you can just turn up. I need more leads. Right? It's more so a I hope thing. So what I would do is I would get something that I can treat like turn on, turn off like a faucet. So for example, Clean Biz Network leads. I know, bam, if I buy 10 of these, on average, every time I buy 10, I'm closing 4. Bam, I know for every 10 leads I get, I'm closing 4. Out of those 4 leads, I'm usually averaging about an additional $4,000 a month, and additional $4,000 in revenue off of those 4 leads. Something like, but you got to do some type of math that lets you know. That's just an example. You can do the same thing with ads. You can do the same thing with going door to door. Same things with cold calling over the phone. Same things with hiring a cold caller. Whatever your strategy is to get the leads, you got to figure, okay, now what is my conversion rate? How am I closing? How many clients am I closing off of these leads? Then how much value am I getting on average per contract on contract that close? But that's how you kind of figure out how to get there. And then, but you just also got to know the number that you need to make to get to that 50K. And then also to be ready to switch to an escort. Because right now you probably a single member LLC. Everybody is starting off, but you can file a form. I forget the name of the form. It's an S something, I think. But file that form, because once you start netting somewhere around about 40 to 60 grand a year, netting, not grossing, netting, like paying yourself that's when you want to switch over to the escort. I don't know why my nose itching. Never had my nose itch before. But anyway, got me over here looking like I'm on some drugs or something. But anyway, where was I on that? Yeah, but hopefully that answered your question. All right. Beatrice says, where it go? There you go. Beatrice says the application also asks if I'm ready to work 5 days a week. When do I quit my day job for this? That is a good question, and that's a question that we're going to discuss. So that's going to be one of the parts we discuss when we do your mentorship. So once you actually get in, then and actually, so that'll be something that we can discuss on the one-on-one. Because then I'm going to ask you, okay, well, what type of job do you work? What are your long-term goals? Da, 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 do you want to have the job? So that'll be something that we discuss on the initial discovery call. But I will say this: if you answer no to that question, we won't be able to work with you. Like the whole purpose of that question is to see if you're willing to put the work in or not, because it's gonna be some work. Terrell says, or Terrell, is it Terrell or Terrell? I know T.O., the football player, says it's Terrell, and I ain't never understand that. I never heard nobody say Terrell. It was always Terrell where I came from. But anyway, I really need to get fully automated. It's a lot of work out here where I'm at. Hey, cleaning this automation course then. What's your Cash App or PayPal? To donate or send some support, I appreciate it. But since I am an entrepreneur and I'm a for-profit company, I do not take donations, and I frown upon those YouTubers that do. But I appreciate your support. If you want to contribute in that way, you can do a super chat on YouTube. You can do a super chat, or you can become a channel member, or you can just buy some leads or one of the products that we offer at Clean Biz Network. But I don't do donations though. I'm not a charity, but I appreciate you though. Daniel Ward, absolutely appreciate you. There you go. Absolutely, this is great stuff here. TW says contact the Small Business Administration. You can get a mentor for free. So it's actually score.org will actually be free mentors as well. I think the SBA sends you to Score, if I'm not mistaken, but I got some to feedback. TW. A question: how much would you recommend on paying for a mentor that's within an affordable price range? Me personally, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. My mentors are on YouTube. I don't pay. I don't pay for mentors. Now I will pay for like a coach. Like if somebody got a training program, like for example, I paid $2,000 for Danielle Leslie's program, her coaching program for like how to build my course when I first got me a course. So I'll pay for like coaching for a particular thing. Well, I forget the other programs I bought into too, but I don't necessarily pay for a mentor. You can get a mentor for free, like he was just saying at score.org, and that's a government funded program, and it's free. So score.org if you just want an actual one-on-one mentor. But all right, I guess I still should answer that question though. Paying how much? What's the affordable price range? I mean, you can't. It's not really for you to say. I guess it's more for the mentor to say because they determine how much it's worth. I guess it's more so on the value that they're providing. But yeah, I don't know. C's up says, "What's your view on dating while you're an entrepreneur?" That's a good one. Your view on dating while you're an entrepreneur. It depends. So, because mm. all right, honest to God, my opinion is it probably ain't ideal for most people. The only way that's gonna work is if the person that you're dating is all in and sold on you and they're gonna support you and ride with you on that. Otherwise, you probably gonna have to let that go in time to make it. I ain't gonna lie. Like I got lucky. I got lucky. I had somebody that was willing to ride, and I mean, and follow. I had to do a lot of convincing, and she won't always 100% sold, but she still stayed. You know what I mean, through the shit that comes with entrepreneurship. But yeah, it's tough. I will say that it's damn sure tough. Um, where are we? Oh, you were saying you currently at 50,000 a month, but you want? I think is that what you're saying? Let me know. I can expound if you need me to. AJ, what do you use for customer payment platform? So Stripe is good. But I teach to use damn, my mind went blank. Waveapps.com, because there's a whole accounting platform, so you can do your books in it as well, and you can send invoices, everything. So Wave will be good to start with. Then they basically, if you heard of QuickBooks, it's basically like QuickBooks, but it's free. That's the reason why I recommend Wave, because it's free. And I have a tutorial on how to use it inside of my starter course as well as on my YouTube channel. Uh, Thank you. I appreciate that. 7 grams. You can see me struggling a little bit. Do I need a lawyer to make my own policies? Also, do you charge before the job or after the job? And what forms of payment do you take? So you don't need no lawyer for your own policies. You can make it yourself. If you want to get an attorney just to do to review them for you, then you can. I don't think it will be necessary, especially not that so early on. As you get bigger, then maybe you might want to consider things like that. But even then, you wouldn't probably go through an attorney for that. You would go through a company, like a human resources company, like or ADP or somebody. They can do it for you. But in the beginning, I wouldn't worry about it. Then also, I mean, like you can make some, but make it in your language. Like type it to the best of your ability and do it that way if you want that. Also, do you charge before the job or after the job, and what forms of payment do you take? So you charge before, after, depends. In commercial, you ain't charging before. Most of the I ain't seen it done. Actually, I'm wrong. Some people do say that they charge on the first and they get paid before. So some people do that. I haven't gotten away with that, but some people say they can. And if you can, perfect, great. By the way, hit the like button if you're watching. Don't forget, hit that like button. If you're on Facebook, hit that little button. But now, if you can, what I would try to do instead is get a deposit up front. So get a deposit up front, at least 50%, because 50% should cover at least the majority, if not all of your salary. All right. And get that up front, and then you get right after the job. Now, if you're in commercial, because that's like for residential, post construction, a lot of the one-time jobs, right? What I did for commercial, sometimes it ain't even gonna be in your control if it's a big enough company. They pay on their terms, and it is what it is. Some of them do net 30, some of them do CN90. They're big, and they slow like that because they're bigger companies. But typically, it's net 30 or net 15 or net 10 even. But I would say however you want to get paid, put that in your terms of service when you submit your proposal. The terms of service are going to be in the last page of your proposal, and then see what they say. Because if you submit that you get paid on the first before the agreement starts, and they sign that agreement, then they signed the agreement. You know what I mean? So try again. How do you follow up after submitting a proposal? I literally follow up with, hey, it's AJ with Clean Business Network. Just giving you a call, making sure that you was and make sure you didn't have any questions, anything that I can answer for you at the moment. Because you want to follow up with a way to let them know that you're just helping. You're here to help. How can I help? You know what I mean? That's the first thing. Then after that, they can talk and let you know if they either opened it yet or if they haven't opened it yet. If you need to call them back or if they're gonna call you back and when. But that's how I would do it. And then when I would do it, the proposal morning, I call them back late this afternoon. If I submitted it sometime like late morning or afternoon, and I'll call them first thing. AJ, what is the D that's doing business as? You don't need it if you have an LLC. So doing business, let's just say you start a new business and you get a DBA, right? That's basically, let's just say I get a DBA for Clean Business Network and I didn't have an LLC. So I'm still a sole proprietor. The business is still me. I'm just now authorized to do business as Clean Business Network, but it's not a separate entity. Now, if I got an LLC called Clean Business Network, now it is a separate entity, and I don't need a DBA. Now, let's just say if I wanted to do, I got Clean Business Network, but I wanted to do a separate part of my business called Calculated Clean. Like maybe I dropped the Calculated Clean app, which by the way, the Calculated Clean app don't exist no more. It's just Clean Business Network. But anyway, if I did Calculated Clean, I can say I can get a DBA using my Clean Business Network LLC to get a DBA for calculated clean. So now I'm Clean Business Network doing business as calculated clean. All right. What else we got? Do you find the leads drop off after you've ran through all the phone numbers in a town? If so, what should you do? Do you find the leads drop off after? So I don't have that issue only because we call the whole country. So it's like I could definitely see that happening, like especially if you're in a smaller town. Like for example, because y'all know we got a database business in the country, and if you want access to that database, there's automation program at cleanbusinessnetwork.com. Anyway, um, when we go to certain locations, like in our database, we'll only get like 5,000 leads back, and that's for every category. Then if I go to like a busy city, you can have 50,000 leads just for one category. Like when I say category, I mean like just for the manufacturing category, it'd be like 30,000 in one city. But then you go to a whole nother city that's real small, and they might got 5,000 whole leads for the whole damn thing. You know what I mean? So you could run out. I don't have that issue, but I'd imagine that if I was only working specifically in one city, that could definitely happen. And if that happens, then we still gonna keep running. I mean, these customers ain't going nowhere. Keep working them. And if your callers are calling them too often, or it seemed like, all right, like if you running through the whole list in a month, then you might have might have to try it a different way, or you're gonna have to expand to more territory. That's just all it is to it. But we don't have that problem. You shouldn't have that problem unless you're just in that small of a town. But if you call them all and you ran out, all right, but now door-to-door time, now emailing time. But you have to keep showing up until they know your company. At this point, it's more about, at that point it becomes, I heard Grant, it wasn't Grant Cardone, it was his second in charge guy, Jared Glant. He said in the one time I was listening to, that cold calling is basically marketing. You know what I mean? It's just another way of getting your company's name out there to the potential client. And so in a case like that, where you feel like you ran through them all already enough, then that's what we can just treat marketing it. Hey, Dane from CBN again, just calling to let you know we're here. If you guys ever just need a quote, want to make sure you're getting a competitive rate in the area, or or if making sure you guys are actually still happy with your cleaning service. You know what I mean? Get to the point where now they know your name. Then start building relationships with them. But we definitely gonna keep recycling that list until we own all of the customer they got to expand. Rose says, I have a cleaning business, but I need to find a way to get contracts and customers. There's a lot of them here, but I can't get them. Need to find a way to get customers. Okay. First thing I would say is go to cleanbusinessnetwork.com, try our lead generation service. We probably can help you get in the door with a couple of commercial contracts. That's the first thing. Second thing, I always tell y'all the same three things. Somebody else can be able to answer these for me better than I can. Actually, let me paste the link. In addition to going to cleanbusinessnetwork.com, if you're not interested in that, you could also go to, you can cold call. So make a list of all the buildings that you want to clean for in your area, or just pick a niche. So it'll just say you want to clean daycares only. Go to Google and type in daycares in whatever city. They're going to give you a whole list of them. You take that whole list and copy the contact information onto a spreadsheet. So that's about cold call them one by one. So that's another way you can do it. I want to do that and get you some flyers and some brochures. Go door to door. Get out and start meeting some people. All right. But that's how you get customers. There's a link to check out the lead generation service. I'm just waiting for it to load. All right, what else we got? Let me give me a second, y'all. The computer's just so slow. Trying to make sure this link actually posts, and then I'm gonna scroll back to my spot because I don't want to skip nobody question. Oh shit, I went over an hour and I thought I was gonna do 15 minutes. See, we having fun today. Appreciate y'all for hopping on here with me. All right, where were we? That's a good question. I'm gonna get to that one in a minute. That's a good one with you. I love that question. All right, so I just finished Mr. Rose. Now we're going down. And then how much our leads? For members, they are either 100 or 125. For non-members, it's 150. I think anyway. I'm pretty sure that's what it is though. Off the wall cleaning services says I'm really considering giving you guys a shot, mostly for the lead service. I tried a couple and they never panned out. Yeah, give us a try. Worst thing gonna happen is what? With us, it ain't no risk. Honestly, it's no risk with my lead generation service. You're gonna see the walkthrough. You're going to the walkthrough. It's a walkthrough. It's not a good walkthrough. You're gonna tell us why it won't, and then we'll replace it for you. Then you're gonna go to the next walkthrough, and that'll be a good walkthrough. If that ain't no good walkthrough, which I highly doubt it to get that far at this point, back in the day, ain't gonna lie, we used to have the people send people like 4 or 5 different goddamn walkthroughs till they finally got a good one, and we appreciated their patience. But these days, it don't usually go past 2, but it typically won't go past 1. But anyway, but we replace it until you're happy. If you ain't happy, fuck it, just take your money back, and then use it somewhere else. You know what I mean? We ain't here to scam nobody. We ain't here to rip you off. None of that. Now, you might feel like your time wasted if you go to multiple walkthroughs and you ain't happy, but we ain't getting paid by the hour nowhere. We entrepreneurs, right? So we don't trade time for money. But anyway, where are we? Yes, a coach is what I meant. I want to scale and have a coach before I hire and staff. Absolutely. Yeah. And so if you ain't in Clean Biz Network already, I highly recommend it. So join Clean Biz Network and you'll get that. I'm your coach. All right. There you go. I do weekly Zoom calls for all my members every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And what else we do? We got the Facebook group. You can tag me right in there anytime. A lot of times I'll just go live to answer your question versus just typing it. So, but yeah, there you go. Got your videos have been so informative. We went from starting a business in December to landing our first contract in March. It's been very lucrative. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Appreciate that. And congrats to you. What is the best lead service? Clean Biz Network. Without a doubt. Clean Biz Network. I ain't gonna lie. I used to say that with a doubt. I don't have a doubt today. Just honest. All right. Is cleaning companies like Jam Pro and others a good startup for good income that will last for the next 5 to 10 years plus for yourself and your family? No. Clean Biz Network. We literally, I don't think, I had a question somebody asked me earlier today, and I didn't reply to it because I said I need to make a whole video just for that. The person asked me, she said, I'm in business already. How can what you provide help me? Because basically, so what I guess it is that I can only help people start cleaning companies, but people don't realize that Clean Biz Network is everything. Lead generation, starter course, advanced course, which is the Clean Biz Automation. And we got the in-house lead generation course. It's still around. What we got? Goddamn, I'm missing. Bidding calculators, proposal generators, walkthrough tool, invoice generator, inspection tool on our mobile app. It's everything. Coaching is everything. And I'm working on some stuff even more to go with it. But no, we everything. So where was so the Jam Pro thing? Oh, and that's what we also got that. So we got apprenticeships. So we got Clean Biz Network people who have learned how to automate their company, and now they provide apprenticeships where you can work with them one-on-one. That's basically to replace you thinking that you still need to go with a franchise. Then on top of that, we got the 10-10 program, which I was talking about earlier today on this live. Rewind it to the beginning if you missed it. 10-10 program, we guarantee you the contract, 50,000. No, excuse me. We guarantee you 10,000 a month in business. So no need to go to franchise. The Clean Biz Network is. I have not been lucky with the lead generation service. Last 2 I bought, they sent me a salon and a small dealership that's 100 square. So on the salon, you said the dealership was 600 square feet. What about the salon? How about with that one? All right, what else we got? Is it good? And also, if you don't have luck with our lead generation service, try other ones. Right? Try other ones. But do something. Either way, do something. That's all I'm saying. I like ours because I don't know other lead generation services. I'm trying to think. I don't know any other lead generation services that will guarantee set you up with the actual appointment and it's just you. These other companies, they're gonna send you and three other companies, and y'all got to fight over the job, and you get charged whether you get to go to the walkthrough or not. Like whether you get a walkthrough or not. So I just want it to each their own though. Either way, use the information. Like I said, either get leads. So if you don't get leads from us, get it from somewhere else. If you can't do that, you're gonna have to pick up the phone or you're gonna have to go door to door. I mean, because sitting around hoping somebody call your phone is not a strategy. I don't care how many times you post on social media. Is it good for you to let family work for you? That's the one I like. No. In the beginning. All right, you can have family work for you, but because I had a ton of people working for me. My brother worked for me, my dad worked for me, my sister worked for me, my uncle worked for me, a bunch of people, cousins, a lot of people worked, and he worked for me. But the key, what I learned was don't hire family until you hire strangers first, because you need the strangers there to buy into the system. So that way, when your family come in, they can see it's legit. Because it's so hard for your family to see your company as a legitimate company if it's just you and them. It's like they can't see you outside of, AJ their cousin or AJ their uncle or AJ their brother. So it's like, but if they see you and you in that mold and you actually running things like I oh, they gotta respect it then. So I say ain't nothing wrong with hiring family, but hire some strangers first to help make sure that they put some respect on your name. I would like to sponsor CBN membership for 1 month for someone on live. How can I make this happen? I don't know. How can we make this happen, y'all? How can we get Miss Nicole to sponsor a membership with somebody? Let's do I don't know, Mr. Cole. You had to work it out for me. Like Carolyn worked out the last raffle that we did, the sponsorship. So I guess just if y'all want to get sponsored to be a Clean Business Network member for 1 month from Mr. Cole, shoot your shot in the comments, and if she pick you, I guess she'll link up with you somehow to set it up. We can go from there. Mr. Cole, if you do it, let me know who it is and how you do it, so that way I can monitor set it up. And I make sure that number one, you don't have to pay for them for more than that 1 month. But also, I want to make sure that this person, I'm monitor what they do in the group, so that way, we can see what this is like being a member. Fanta J says, I have a cold caller. What's the best site to generate lead? Google. Okay. I can't give you my system that I use unless you do the in-house lead generation course. But but before I figured out the database that I use, I would say Google. Bro, definitely be putting us on game. Absolutely. Jay Mitchell says, what do you think about giving a customer 3 different prices with high, medium, and low? I like it. And then just make sure that the different packages or plans that you offer, I'm assuming it's going to be based around the scope of work. So for the low, you're getting just vacuum, a light dust, something like that. And then for the medium, you're getting actual wipe down on horizontal surfaces. Then for the high, more like a deep clean. But basically, just make sure that it's easily explainable on your package. And then also, whatever one that you really want them to get the most, highlight it. You know what I mean? Like when you put it in the little 3 tiers, maybe on your brochure or something, just highlight it to make sure that they know that that's the best value or whatever. Uh, Thank you, bro. I kind of disappeared and came back. I seen subcontracts on Indeed and they had the DBA term on it. Gotcha. What's up? Keep on, keep checking in. CBN and no problem, Ms. Rose, Son of Blade. I see you. I can vouch that he is legit. Hey, friend, appreciate that. Shout out to Deoncia Lauren. Is that the one I went to school with? Shout out to you. Appreciate you checking in. That's good to know. I'll email the team and thank you. Absolutely. Donnie says, "What's the name of the Facebook group? Which one?" Okay, I'm trying to think. Did you talk about the one I recommended earlier that was free that I liked? It was the Janitorial Mastermind, I think is the name of it. But if you're talking about mine, it's paid. So if you request to join and you don't have a Clean Business Network subscription, then you won't get approved. But Clean Business Network is ours. My salary is $50,000 a year, but I was asking how to pour into the business on that, then get a good strategy. Yeah, I mean, keep your personal expenses low, and then anything extra that you got, go all in on the business. Whether you buying leads, whether you paying for a VA to cold call for you, or whatever you can do to contribute to you get more customers, do that and keep personal expenses low. Shout out to Jay Lane checking in. A prima donna society. Shout out to you. Philip says, have you dealt with racism, business related? What's the most challenging interaction probably you've had to face with the customer, and how did you resolve it? The most challenging was not racism for me. I dealt with it. The most challenging interaction that I had to face with a customer. Let me think. It's so many. The first thing that always come to my mind is this one building I had in Chesapeake, but I'm trying to think of some different examples though. You said the most challenging. How about the theft accidents? Let's see. How about my theft accidents? Let's think of those. They weren't really that challenging though. You just deal with them. I don't know. I'll use one theft incident. Oh, better yet, you said with a customer though, because see, I had some incidents that was worse with subcontract. All right, I'll give you this one. I had a guy, it's subcontractor / customer. Well, really, that's more of a subcontractor incident. But I had a guy, the customer told me, they called me in our office and had me look at a video. And the video was my subcontractor was just vacuuming or sweeping. I don't know what he was doing, but he was just trying to do that. But he kept peeking back at the camera. Next thing we know, he walked under the camera. Then the camera just go blank. So it's obvious from the video that he came up and just took it apart or whatever. He destroyed it, right? Then we saw the camera hanging from the ceiling. So they showed us that. And then I go to confront him about it. And this guy, by the way, he had just came home from prison too. But I like to try to get those type of guys a second chance. But anyway, so he told me that he told me that he just didn't like how to be monitored and watch. He felt weird about it, basically, which I won't go. Felt like he was trying to set something up so he can steal something out of there. But anyway, needless to say, he got fired. Then I had to go meet him and get the key from him, and then hope that I ain't had the box that day. You know what I mean? I didn't though. It worked out. But anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to think of customers, man. I've always been excellent with customers, man. I don't really. Damn, I bet as soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna think of something real good. Shit. I remember when jobs I had, I was ready to go to blows with people. But in the business, I always stayed level-headed. Even when somebody else tried to get nasty, my like the way I'm carrying it always overpower whoever coming with it. I can't think of nothing. Maybe I'll give you something tomorrow. It remind me of bring that question up tomorrow. Maybe I have something. Damn, I didn't know that we could get a refund. That's why I had to go through a few walkthroughs with restaurants that wasn't actually wanting a cleaning company. Is that the situation for? So here's the thing. That's not true. If they didn't want a cleaning company, they wouldn't agree to the walkthrough. So if you listen to the recording, right? That's why we send y'all the recording too. When we send y'all the recording, we let them know what it is. Now, if you hit the recording and it don't sound like they know what they're agreeing to, then that's different. You get a refund for that or a replacement for that. If you get there and you perform a walkthrough, that's what you're paying for, is a walkthrough. Now, if you submit your proposal and they tell you thank you, but we're not looking for a cleaning company right now, then nah. You submitted your proposal and you did your walkthrough. You got to sell them on they need a cleaning company right now. Right? Now, if you did a walkthrough, if you got there and they didn't even allow you to do a walkthrough, you walked in and said, hey, I'm supposed to be meeting Jane today at 1:00. And they be like, yes, for what? And it's like, oh yeah, I'm meeting her today because we're scheduled to perform a walkthrough for cleaning services. And then the person tell you, oh, we don't need a cleaning company. At that point, you should say, oh, well, you sure? Because we have an appointment scheduled with Jane. Can you just please get Jane? If they won't get Jane and they don't let you walk through, that's when you let us know we replace it for you. But if you actually did a walkthrough, you actually submitted a proposal. Well, you need the proposal up to you. But if you actually do a walkthrough, then no replacement, no refund. But if you can't do a walkthrough, we got you. All right. Carl Jules says, and by the way, it's another thing too. I got to say this a million times, but I have to say it because I have to say it. When it comes to walkthroughs too, if somebody tells you that they have a cleaning company, we know. You know what I mean? Everybody has a cleaning company that needs cleaning service. The point is for you to sell them on why they need to switch from that company to yours, right? The only time you're going to come across a customer that doesn't have a cleaning company is probably 3 times. A, they just brand new, just opened up, and they haven't hired a cleaning company yet, but that's extremely rare because usually even those are hiring the person that did their post-construction to do their routine cleaning too, going forward. 2, the next time you might hire somebody that ain't got a cleaning company is if the last company was so bad that the person in charge fired them and they just didn't get around to hiring another cleaning company yet. But even then, that don't last very long. Like, you just got to be lucky to come across that. And then the third way would be if the cleaning company just don't have a budget in the first place. They've been doing it in-house as a smaller building. And it's like, if you're cheap enough, they might take you, but you don't really want that type of client anyway. And 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna hire you, but they just letting you do a walkthrough just because. So whenever you hear them say, we have a cleaning company already, that's not when you get down and say, dang, they already got a cleaning company. That's good. Now we know you got a budget to pay one. Well, let me just provide you with a quote to make sure you're still getting a competitive rate. Or, well, I would love to still just provide you with a quick consultation for free. Make sure you're getting the best rate and the best services. Are you 100% happy with them? Is there anything they can be doing better? Like, ask questions to see if there's any pain points there. And again, because if we schedule an appointment with them and they agreed to it, it's got to be a reason they let you come there. So just keep that in mind. Hey AJ, have you thought about doing a payment plan for the in-house lead generation course? Regardless, I'm coming for that, but maybe the deal itself is too good. Do I have one? I thought I had. You know, I don't promote that one no more anyway because the automation course out now. And the in-house lead generation course is basically just module 1 of the automation course. And so it's like in-house lead generation course, I just kind of feel like you might as well just get the automation course. I feel like you're short yourself, but I can put one up. If it ain't a payment plan up there already, I can add one. Let me see. Is it one up there? I'll check later because I seen that one, the site where you can finance. So I'll try to remember that. If it ain't up there by tomorrow, then remind me on tomorrow's live. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time is when I'm going live again. What's a good strategy? Excuse me, I said that wrong. What's a good follow-up strategy after your first service is complete? What's a good follow-up strategy after your first service is complete? Call them and ask how it went. Or pull straight up on them. Walk up in there and ask them how it's going. And the good thing about if you go up in there, they can really give you the truth because and if there is wrong, y'all can walk together and look at it together, and they can see your smiling face. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be either dressed up or in your nice logo shirt. So that'll help build rapport too. But that's the best way to follow up. I'm dealing with the property management company that gave me over 10 move out deep cleans, and I'm loving it. Should I implement a contract? How y'all doing it right now is my question, how I would answer that. Because first off, full disclaimer, I don't do apartment move outs. I never done it. That's one of the few things I never done. I'm a commercial guy, commercial like buildings. So apartment move outs I haven't done, but I did do what was it? Posting for a bunch of different units, and we did have to do an agreement. So maybe you'll want to do an agreement, especially because these apartments and post construction people, they can play with the money. So I'll probably get them some contact. Or also, if you can get a deposit up front or something too. I'm dealing with the okay. I just got that one. The best insurance and bond company for small business is in the description of my video. Go to the description of my video and you will see if you need insurance, click this link, click that link. It's for Next Insurance. I'm an affiliate with them. So I want you to click the link in my description so that way I can get a little something if you decide to move forward with it. But they pretty cost efficient, it's affordable, and you can get it instantly online. So and you got to move. I would say get a quote with them and then try like maybe another company or something online as well and see which one you want to go with. A prima donna says, I would love to be sponsored. Consider me. I'm very hardworking and ambitious. All right, Miss Nicole, you got somebody here want to be sponsored, so make sure you if you still here, been in business 5 months, I have a staff and contracts. I still need to learn a lot. Definitely. Let's see. Serious Black says the best vehicle to get around in for you and your cleaning company. Many blessings. I would say an SUV. Any type of decent SUV with a nice trunk on it should be good enough. The way we ran ours was we kept all, like I was saying earlier, we kept most of our supplies on site at the different buildings anyway. So it didn't really make a difference what kind of car we drove, but every now and then we would have to transport stuff from place to place. So that SUV did come in handy. I mean, a van is cool too, but I'll tell you what, a van will come in handy more so if you're gonna start doing like floor work and you're gonna need those big machines. But since I didn't do a lot of that, I didn't need no van. Just signed up. Can't wait to do some with you guys. Appreciate you and look forward. And listen, let us know when you close that deal too, because I always screenshot those and try to share them. At least try to remember to share them. Wow, that's good. I'll just get the automation course. Thanks. Absolutely. And the payment plan is already there for the automation course too. All right, now that's real. Appreciate that. I'm gonna hop on 30 minutes over time, so we did good, y'all. It was fun. Appreciate y'all for joining, watching. Talk to y'all tomorrow, 12 o'clock Eastern time, y'all. And I'm out. AJ Simmons. Oh, Clean Biz Network, where you can get it.